Hi, welcome back. This is next in my experimental series on removing the engine and slowly restoring the Cougar. So this stage, this video is going to center on radiator removal and steps we took to hopefully help you out, and we learned. So here's a trusty radiator, a couple pieces that we did some research. I have this really good book. As of right now, this Chilton's Repair Manual from 64 to 71. It's got some good things in it. You know, on page, I don't know about copyrights or anything like that, but you can pause this if you want. It talks about removal of the cooling system, and et cetera, et cetera. And I found some stuff out. Also tells you it has a whole section on engine removal steps, so that's kind of what we're going to try to follow. My good friend Greg got us, it's on the way, another book about step-by-steps on how to do certain things too, so that should be awesome. All right, so back to the radiator. So, my Cougar, what are we looking at? Well, you're gonna have essentially two radiator hoses. One's upper, and obviously this is the upper one. I'll come over here to the side. Let me flip the side of this because that helps. So you have your upper radiator hose right here, and that's what we labeled it so we don't lose it. These what do you call these? Band brackets. Band brackets.
Metal clamps.
Yeah, clamps. Just a simple flathead. Take it out. Goes in the very top. Again, your model may differ, maybe a different location, but they're all kind of similar radiators. We're going to take the distributor cap off for draining. We'll talk about that. But before you get that far, first step, I'm sorry, I got ahead of myself. We got to drain the radiator. So down here underneath the car, we're going to go down. We went ahead, and underneath the car, way in the corner, let me see if I can show it to them. Move your hand. Yeah, show the little plug. That's the drain valve for at least my radiator. And it's all the way on my side, it's all the way, there it is, that white part where it was, there was a sealant on there, like somebody put some sealant on it. And you're gonna do that very, very, very slowly. Now we have a 5-gallon bucket. And now you're gonna, huh?
Fill it about half. Yeah,
we filled it up about halfway. If you can see the residual line on it right there. And that's what we got. So you're looking at about 2.5 gallons-ish. Now, that's just when you do the initial drain. It took us a while. I'd say it took us about 20 to 25 minutes. 20-25 minutes to drain that. But there's still going to be residual water in the lines and the radiator hoses. Not so much the upper radiator hose, but definitely the lower. All right, so let's talk about the lower radiator hose. Now, this is our relation to the car. There's your tire. Right. Where'd it go? It's kind of crappy. Yeah, there it is. Let me see if I get the light. The light would help. All right, so there's the lower radiator hose. Now, when we took that off, I'm going to tell you right now, if you can't see it, turn that light, bring that light over. It's going to hit me in the face once I know it. I know it's going to hit me. All right, I want them to see that. I can't see it.
What are you looking for?
This.
It's right here.
Oh God. Oh God. Alright, this is real time. Alright, let's go on this side. Here we go. It's right here. Point to it. I can't see it. Oh, I think the light helps everything. Oh, there we go. That is the stem for the lower radiator hose. I'm going to tell you right now, that was hard for us to remove that hose from that thing. It took a struggle. And what we did, make sure you have a bucket ready or a friend, because all of that residual water sitting in this line and in the bottom of the radiator is going to come gushing out. It's not a lot, but
it's
going to get you wet, so make sure you're safe there. The other thing, last thing, this is still in relation to the car. So this is the grill as you're coming straight under here. On the very bottom, I need a light. Light's best. There you go. Now, this is the, well, what were these? Radiator cooler?
Yep.
Oil? I forgot the name.
For the automatic transmission.
Yeah, for automatic transmission, we have these radiator oil coolers. So these go, there's two of them. There's I'm just going to call them passenger and driver side. There's I'm sure one's an intake. Yeah, one's an intake, one's an outtake. We labeled them the way we did it. You can't see both of them. There you are. I just labeled this one passenger side in case when I take the other side off, if I have to, at the other end, which I'll show you. I know where it goes, and then this is the driver's side. We just label it so we know they go, you know, male, female ends go in. Same thing here. It goes in. And those go all the way. Put the light back there. You're the worst light friend. Let's go.
It's all the way back here.
It's on this side. Oh, yeah.
It's all the way back there.
It's those long, skinny lines right there. They go all the way back into the something other that I don't know what's called yet. So you gotta. So again, you're gonna have to disconnect. You're gonna have to disconnect your two oil lines, your upper and lower radiator hose after you've drained it. Then, to get the bracket up, right here is the bracket on the top. We're back again at the front of the car. So this big mamma jamma right here, this bracket, just these two middle ones control this bracket for the radiator. You gonna bring the light back for the people at home? There we go.
Tell them about the light.
I already did. All right, so pretty simple. Once you get those two out and your hoses are disconnected, you can push it forward, and this bracket's going to come out. So here. Other thing we did, we took the shroud out. This is the shroud that protects the fan. Let me come around the side. Yeah, shroud. So I left one bolt in there for you to see. It's pretty simple. There's only four of these. They're just screws that go in. Here's one I took out. Right here. It just self-threads into itself. Up by itself, this radiator is not threaded. It's not threaded, so it can't hold a screw in there tightened down unless you have the corresponding bracket, I'll just call it, okay? So I have to look up the part. One of them's kind of bad. This one's bad. It's kind of broken on one side. That's not good.
Throw this in your tray.
Yeah. So there's four of those. You loosen four of those. Take those little brackets off so you don't lose them or can inspect them. And then the shroud will be disconnected from the radiator. You good? You can just take it out. Don't worry about it. All right. So now, once that's all done, just move the shroud away. Get a friend. The radiator will come straight up. Now, the bottom's going to have junk in it, so hold on.
Yeah, so you tilt it back.
Yeah, we're going to tilt it back. Let me go get the bucket here. We're doing this real time. All right, let's see if there's any more. Just dump it in there. Are you free? Check the other side. We might have got it all. We might have been lucky. Is it draining at all?
Yeah.
A little bit? Try the big, yeah. All right, no, it's not too much. Oh God. Yeah, it had something in there. He got overzealous. It's not his garage though, so he doesn't get it.
No, I don't care. It's not my garage.
Alright, so that's how you get the radiator out. By the way, this tube, in case you're wondering, right here, this tube in the top, this is, in the 68s, at least mine, it had an overflow. This is just the overflow tube. It's free hanging. A lot of them just are snipped here. Some people have custom ones they make, but this one is just when the radiator overflows or from heat. In this case, normally they just go on the garage floor. People complained about that. So what this guy did, whoever was before me, just got this long piece of rubber and had it going into this old oil bucket sitting in this housing. Very ghetto. So we're going to worry about that later, finding a fix for that. But that's how you do a radiator removal in my 68 Mercury Cougar, and then we're going to work on removing the shroud. Oh, the shroud will come right out, by the way. Shroud, come right out now. Just put that to the side. Greg's cleaning up his mess. Thank you, Greg. And then we're going to work on just taking off this fan blade. Now, we did that, one, because you kind of need to. You're going to need the space that the radiator was taking up, we've read, and the shroud and whatnot, and this fan, to remove this engine. So that's why we had to do that in the first place. And plus, I also want to find out really every single, I'm trying to be really stupid with this, and I want to find out everything that's wrong with this car, and I want to make it as perfect as possible, because I don't know, the things that we've been discovering already, we feel that there's already much more hidden that we don't know. So we might as well take it all the way down to bare bones, all the way down to the piston level, and just redo everything right. And that way I can paint the block. We also can repaint the exterior. The hood needs to be redone. You know, new felt, the whole 9 yards. So All right. Well, thanks. Stay tuned. Please comment if you have any questions, because Lord knows I have some. Thank you. Bye.